Hello Libra and welcome to your June 2022 reading. Spirit, let's see what's going on for Libra this month. What's the what and what's the skinny? What do we got? Ooh, who else started out like this? It's like you've been going through a big something. Huh. Okay. All right, let's just go through the cards. Here's all the stuff going through my head already, and I want to talk about it all. Okay, so the first card we have is the Tower. Then we have the King of Wands. And then we have the Four of Cups. Okay, here's what I'm seeing. This is first glance. Of course, you know, we're going to dive into it in a minute. But at first glance, coming into June, your energy is of the Tower. And there's been some kind of upheaval, change, big thing. And it could be negative or positive. It doesn't matter. Usually, though, because it's the Tower, it's something that really alters the course, really changes your life, really affects you in a deep way. Okay, so there's been a big change afoot. This is the energy you're bringing into June. And through the month of June, this is you, King of Wands. King of Wands, this energy is saying that you're pulling everything together that you need. The King of Wands, like this guy, he can attract whatever it is he wants. Very dynamic, very fire sign, very Leo energy, right? A lot of strength, a lot of courage, determination, and commanding respect. Whatever it is that you need, it's like you can walk into a room and the people you need will flock to you. So as you're coming out of this Tower energy, you're able to pull stuff together pretty quickly because this is the energy that's surrounding you, right? And when we come out of the month, we've got the Four of Cups, right? And the Four of Cups, what I'm getting from this is there is something that you were missing, but you actually find it. Because the Four of Cups is usually about something you don't see, something that's presented to you that you either don't see or you're just not interested in and you just ignore it. This is you actually finding something. It's like finding the missing link, finding the missing piece to the puzzle is what I see coming for you at the end of the month, which is a great outcome when you're coming into the month after some really big change that's happened. So having said that, let's move on. We'll get our oracle cards and we're going to talk about these and how it's going to affect you this month. Spirit. Yeah. And also, while I'm getting my cards out, I would love for you to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff, right? Yeah, because it does help my channel grow, and I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, because when you do, YouTube opens up a bunch of new functions as a creator for me to be able to use, which in turn gets passed on to you, all that fun and excitement. So I would love for you to do that, even just to support me. You know what I'm saying? That would be awesome if you could do that. Spirit, one more card, and then we're going to start talking. This is really interesting. Okay. I'm looking at the cards going, whoa, there's a lot to unpack here. Okay. But you know I can do it. We can do it together. Let's do it. Okay. First, we're going to look at the cards that came up for the Tower. There's two cards, and the first one is choice. And this is understanding consequences. And then we have animals. And this is about companionship. And we're just going to talk companionship in general. Consequences and companionship. It's like whatever this Tower moment is, whatever this is that happened, it's about who you have chosen to spend your time with, okay? And when you made those choices, there were consequences to your actions, okay? So it's like, you know me, I love my analogies, right? And, you know, if you've known me for any amount of time on the channel, and if you're new, hey, welcome. So it's like the teenage daughter who starts dating the rebel bad guy kind of thing, right? It's like, okay, you know, your parents don't want you to date this dude or whatever, but you go and do it anyway, and then I don't know, you get arrested for smoking pot, or you come home pregnant or something, right? Not that coming home pregnant or even smoking pot's a bad thing, but it's the kind of stuff parents would prefer you didn't do, right? And it's like them saying, listen, you got to be careful with the choices you make, the people you hang out with, the decisions you make, the things you do, because there can be consequences. And whatever the consequence is, in your situation, it was a big one. Okay. I'm feeling that this is around relationships, but fit it to fit your situation. You know what I'm trying to say. It's early in the morning and I haven't had caffeine, so there's that. But as we're coming into the month of June, remember how I said the King of Wands is you being able to figure it out and get whatever you need. So whatever this consequence is to your action, here's the cards that came out for the King of Wands. We have Armadillo Spirit, which is setting healthy boundaries. Sounds very much like the teenage daughter and the rebel boyfriend. Set those boundaries. No, not going out with those guys anymore. And then we have full moon in Aquarius. This is show the world the real you. It's almost like, I'm going back to my analogy. Okay, you're dating the bad boy. But it's like in the movie Grease, where Sandy's like a goody goody, right? Like she's straight laced and she's a good student and she doesn't smoke and she doesn't drink and blah, 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 right? And then by the end of the movie, I'm just going to call it out for what it is. Like she gets all tarted up and starts smoking and shit to fit in with the bad boy kind of thing. Well, I think what you realize is that the choices you were making and the people you were hanging out with, the person you were dating, the person you were married to, whatever, it's like, yeah, you know what? I really wasn't being my authentic self. So it didn't fit. It didn't work. And that was a tower moment. It's that truth coming out to you, right? And probably to them that this just isn't the right match. This isn't going to work. And this means you having to set healthy boundaries. This is boundaries for yourself. This is you saying, I'm not going to date people like this anymore. I'm not going to let people treat me like this anymore, or whatever it is, depending on your situation. This is your King of Wands. This is what you're doing this month. You're going, I'm done. And I'm just going to be my authentic self. And if whoever doesn't like it, piss off. Right? Bye-bye. Don't need you. Kind of thing. Which is a really good and empowering energy. And I love that. When we look at the outcome, and this is, remember I said it's like you finding the piece, the missing piece to the puzzle, that missing link. The two cards that came out for it is we have sensuality. And this is explore your sensuality. And then we have elderberry. And this is, oh, I can't even read that word. Cyclicality? The fuck is that? Who made up that word? It cycles, basically, right? So I think what this is saying is it's sort of, okay. No, it's really one thing. It's like you were in this pattern of dating the wrong person over and over again. Okay, I'm just going to talk from a relationship perspective, like for the rest of the reading. It's like you keep dating the same person over and over again. And the piece of the puzzle that you find is the patterns of the people that you have been dating, and you break it. If you find those patterns, if you set those boundaries for yourself, you're going to find that this exploring your sensuality, this is exploring who you are. Sensuality or not, it doesn't matter. And sensuality comes in different forms. It's not just a sexual thing either, right? It's exploring the senses in general, right? So it's you really coming into your own and figuring out and finding out who you really are deep down. Show the world the real you, right? Who you really are and how you want the world to see you. This is big. I think this is going to be a really like eye-opening, game-changing, and expansive kind of energy for you this month, which I love. I think this is awesome. This is a really good reading and so much potential. Okay, what do we want to drill down on? Do we want to look at, yeah, you know what? We're going to look at this King of Wands energy. Where am I going? Spirit, let's talk about that some more. Let's talk about what's actually going on in June. Spirit. Oh my God. This one deck of cards, the writing is so small and they're big cards. And some of the writing, it's so teeny tiny. Like they're really hard to read. Oh. Wow. Wow. These are really good. Does that say what I think it does? Yeah, it does. Okay, here we go. First card up is Oceans. This is around bravery. Then we have full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. And then we have, what is that? Reishi? It's defying gravity. What this is telling me, because we're talking about you, this is setting your boundaries and being the real you and pulling together everything that you need and attracting what it is that you actually need in your life. The bravery piece, this is putting on your big boy or your big girl pants, right? And setting those boundaries and showing yourself. This is, okay, when we're talking about bravery, it's under the King of Wands, which is a Leo card, which is about strength, right? So it's all tying together. You really are going to have to tap into your inner Leo, like your inner lion, the courage and strength that you have to do what you need to do. As you do what you need to do, that's when you're going to see those resources, the people, the great people to date, friends, opportunities, social events, or whatever, to get you out and get you really moving and grooving, and or being drawn to groups and people. I'm feeling a very like a collaborative kind of thing here. Wouldn't be surprised if the 5 of Wands showed up, but it's like, or joining groups that are about, I don't know, building self-esteem and self-worth, or getting into groups and hanging out with people who are like-minded and have similar interests. So if you're into board games, you join a meetup group where, you know, you're meeting all these new people who also love board games. I'm just making that up as a potential, right? It's finding your tribe, right? Along with working on yourself and being your own authentic self. I don't think it's going to be a lot of work. I think you're aware of who you are and you know who you are and what you want. It's more of getting it out there and expressing it, right? That's the sensuality piece. The win-win outcome is forecast. You're going to feel better and you're going to make better connections and maybe find somebody in the romantic space who's going to treat you and fit you like you really need, like what you need, right? You're going to be like Forrest and Jenny, peas and carrots. You know what I'm saying? The defying gravity. This is, you have the power to make whatever you want happen. Defying gravity, this is breaking the rules, right? This is going, I don't think so. I don't care what, who was it? Not Einstein. Oh God, the gravity guy. Was it Einstein? No, Newton. Laws of, Jesus, it took me a few minutes. I think it was Newton, wasn't it? The law of gravity. Okay. So just because somebody says this is the cap, no, it's a glass ceiling. I'm sorry, and you can bust right through it, right? And the defying gravity piece, along with your, what was it? The bravery. This is it. This is having the boldness, the brashness to go, fuck that. I'm breaking this glass ceiling and I'm flying high. Oh my God, this is so cool. Spirit, we're gonna, ooh, tarot cards are falling out everywhere. Holy shit. Yeah, we're going to get a little more intel on that. Okay, here we go. There's a lot around thoughts. There's a lot around thoughts here, and it's about ditching any negative thoughts. And this is why. We have the Hermit, right? So this is very much going within. This Hermit card is kind of going to go hand in hand with the bravery piece. It's like, it's because it's an internal thing, right? Not everybody is going to see how brave you're being. It's not like you're running in with a sword to slay the beast. Everything is internal. That's why the Hermit card has showed up, right? Then we have the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. This is overcoming. These swords are slashing away anything that isn't going to serve you and anything that gets in your way. The 10, this is like coming to the end. It's completing that cycle. Remember, we were talking about cycles. This is completing the cycle of the bad choices you're making in relationships. And it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be friends. Maybe you hang out with someone who's just, toxic or whatever. Get rid of them. It's time to stop inviting people into your life who do not serve your best interests as well. And it has to be give and take. I need you to remember that. It has to be give and take. In order for there to be like that really good feeling, energy, joy, happiness, it has to be an equal exchange between two people. You can't have one person doing all the giving and either not the other person not reciprocating to a point, or not allowing you to reciprocate, you not allowing them to reciprocate. This is a lot to unpack here, right? And with the 3 of Swords, this is saying, okay, you have managed to slay the beast. Okay, you've slayed the beast. Now what you need to do is start looking at it from a different perspective. As you move forward, you need to look at things very differently, right? And that's why it's saying, break the cycle and explore the senses. Really pay attention to what's going around you. You'll pick up a lot more and you'll understand a lot more, especially around people who are coming into your life, right? It's not just about the people who are already there, although you may see those relationships in a different light as well as you kind of do that work on yourself, right? As you go a little deeper. But especially with people new coming in, as much as you want to be everyone's friend and you want everyone to be happy, you just don't have the time for that. You really need to put the effort into yourself. That's a beautiful thing. Spirit, I really like that message. That's a good one. So we're going to get you some advice cards. I think it's a really good month for you, Spirit, because like I said, you've got that King of Wands energy surrounding you. You can do anything with that. Oh my God. It's an awesome card to get in a reading. Spirit, when it's positively aspected. It's amazing, and that's what you've got right now. All right, let's take a look at advice cards. Okay, these are good ones. Check this out. We have destruction. This is releasing your anger. Look at that dragon. Oh man, he's burning shit up like crazy. All right, then we have squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. And then we have choices. Make the best choices. Believing in yourself and making the best choices. This is exactly what we've talked about through the whole thing. Remember that. You know you have the power and the strength to do it. And as you're tapping into your discernment, right? You're learning to be discerning and you're tapping into your gut, your intuition. You will be able to make the best choices. The question is, are you going to? Right? Releasing your anger. This is less about anger towards others and more about yourself. It's like beating yourself up. What this card is saying, don't do that. You can release the feeling, right? Like, oh my God, I'm pissed. I can't believe I let that person do it to me, blah, blah, blah. Feel those feelings, work through them and let them go and go, okay, I'm good. Fuck the past. We're going to move forward. That's what life is about. It's learning from the past and not dragging it forward with you. You learn the lessons and you move forward and you make the best life possible for you. Because it's all about you, Libra. So there you go. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. So good luck with everything. I think there's so much potential. And the outcome at the end of the month is really good. So remember that. Focus on that for the month. So we're going to leave it there. And until I see you next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Libra. Bye.